Because there are people that I do need to apologize to, most of whom I've already apologized for. But, real quick, let's run through the list. First of all,
this video is meant to be an overdue apology.
But Greg, what if she's 15 years old? Well, last time I checked, we're allowed to have opinions about people.
I imagine if I push hard enough, if I work hard enough, I can maybe survive.
We're referencing a video where Shane Dawson was talking about a girl who's less than half the age of any girl I've ever put in my videos regarding rating.
I don't know, am I fake? I don't know, what am I? Because I'm about to cry. Like, I'm feeling like I'm gonna cry. But I don't want to cry, so I'm holding it back. Anyway, this is a mess. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being subscribed to this channel. Thank you so much for supporting me all this time. And I'm sorry to say goodbye to one of my oldest channels ever.
Onision. Some will know this man as the Dark Lord of YouTube, some will know him as the Human Banana, and some may know him as the guy that won't stop making false allegations about other YouTubers. Now, Onision is a YouTuber that has been around for a ridiculous amount of time on this website. He is one of the OGs from the days of Fred and the prime era of Smosh. Onision has always been about. And like a lot of YouTubers from the era of 2010 and 2012, he has had a fall from grace. But his fall is very different to a large amount of YouTubers. Because today, Onision is losing hundreds, if not thousands of subscribers per day, and he's been going through this process for over a year now. Yet Onision's fall is very different to other YouTubers such as Fred. You see, Onision has millions of subscribers. In fact, he has multiple channels with millions of subscribers, but he didn't lose these subscribers, he didn't lose these followers, and didn't lose traction to his channel just like how Fred did. Because his history stretches back to the beginnings of YouTube, and there is so much to discuss, and today we are going to do exactly that and see how this all resulted in Onision losing thousands and thousands of subscribers. So to do this, we're going to have to take a step back to the wonderful year of 2009. Now, despite this being an iconic year for music, it was also an iconic year for YouTube drama, because this was the time Onision had his first ever controversy on the entire platform. And the controversy is something that really isn't spoken about in today's day. It all sprung from a video Onision uploaded in 2009 called Murder Eaters. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are probably wondering what this video is, because you've probably most likely never heard of it. Well, basically, it's a video in where Onision went on a massive tangent and ranted about people that ate meat and branded them as murderers. So what he did in this video, he basically played the stereotypical role of a vegetarian and of a vegan. Obviously, not all vegetarians and vegans are like that. I'm somebody that doesn't eat meat myself, but this genuinely affected his career. And I'm going to roll the clip for you now, and you're going to see why.
Let me ask you something. If you murder animals on a regular basis, do you really think I give a f*** about your opinion? Do you really think I care if you want to see a comedy bit or you don't quite agree with all of my opinions when you f***ing murder f***ing animals? Today I'm going to expose how f***ing stupid most of you are by replying to your comments through video. Now, if at any point you're so offended that you're going to curl up in a ball and cry, or you somehow feel that I'm violating you by giving you my opinion or my facts as they are, by all means, there's a little yellow button to the upper right of the screen that says unsubscribe. So go ahead and f***ing click it anytime. Here's the first comment. Another self-righteous vegetarian trying to push his lifestyle on all of us. I don't give a f*** if you think animals are cute. I will continue to eat them. Thank you, humanitarian. You showed me how much better than me you are by saying that you don't care about other living creatures. Good job. I'm sure that for your statement, 1, 2, 3, 0 people will thank you. And as far as self-righteous goes, hell yeah, I'm self-righteous. I don't murder anything.
Now, as I said, I don't eat meat, but I can confirm Onision in this clip appears to be absolutely fucking crazy, and he's definitely in the wrong for what he's saying here. And I'm sure to this day, he probably regrets it. And the reason he regrets this is because this is the first time we really got to see Onision's ignorant side. The side where he isn't willing to listen to people who just in general don't agree with him. He's not willing to debate, he's not willing to argue, and people just saw that as him being pretty much a massive bellend. And at that point of time, Onision on the website was relatively respected and pretty much quite loved by the community. I know it seems like an alternative reality at this point, but that's what it was. And to go from that to coming out and basically saying, fuck you if you eat me, I don't respect you, I'm not going to listen to you, yeah, you could say it was pretty controversial. I genuinely believe that this event got the ball rolling. It didn't affect him on the short term, but it affected him on the long term, because it allowed people to realise what we're seeing of him in most of his videos is a false perception. This guy just is in general quite ignorant and not a nice person. And after that, smaller controversies here and there happened on his channel, but it really began to set alight in the year of 2012. Now 2012 was the year of where Onision'S heyday pretty much ended. He had peaked and his popularity began to slowly decline. He still had a large amount of subscribers, but compared to views and popularity that he was getting in 2010 and 2011, he just really wasn't as popular as he was before. This was around the time where YouTubers such as PewDiePie and Smosh were really coming to rise, so people like Onision and people like Fred and Ray William Johnson just kind of got pushed aside. And usually when YouTubers begin to lose traction to their channel, they decide to switch things up, they decide to do something different, and Onision definitely did something different in when he uploaded a video to his channel called Rise Above Hate. Now I would love to sit here and say to you guys that this video is absolutely lovely. Onision gave a deep and emotional speech where he helped change the lives of people. But sadly, we're not in that reality. We are in the reality of Onision, and this guy is not a regular human being. And what he did in this video is basically blame depressed people for being depressed and then pretty much mocked abuse victims. This is something he genuinely uploaded on his YouTube channel. And it is genuinely as bad as I described it. In fact, it's a bit worse than I described it. It's just horrible. I'm just gonna roll the clip and you guys are probably gonna work out why this affected the Onion Man.
Loading. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Tumblr. Hi Onision, how can I cope with a verbally and emotionally abusive mother? I'm 17, I've been hospitalized twice because of suicidal thoughts, depression caused by the words my mother would say to me. First of all, I don't think you can really blame your suicidal thoughts / depression on anyone but yourself.
Onision genuinely said that to somebody with suicidal thoughts. Telling somebody with them sort of thoughts that it is their own fault for how they're feeling isn't going to help them regardless of any context whatsoever. You are a millionaire going up to somebody who is in the fucking shitter and you're saying to them, hey, it's your fault. Do you think that's going to help somebody? Because I don't. And in most scenarios, it probably isn't even their fault. But the thing is, he doesn't just stop there, and it does get much worse.
Focus on being stronger and not letting it get to you, that you'll be much better off. And in that, it seems like the real blame falls on you, because the bottom line is the person with the most control over you is you and not her. So don't you think the person with the most power and control in a situation where some kind of crime or bad thing occurs should be held to the highest level of responsibility or accountability? I would assume so. Like, your mom could probably say a lot of horrible things to me and I'm not gonna be suicidal. So
this is this guy's logic. This grotesque human being has somehow got millions of subscribers, gained a massive audience with opinions like that. He's taking away any form of context, he doesn't listen to anyone's stories, he just gives his ignorant views based on pretty much stupidity. And this is a key reason to why his channel died. His naivety, his stupidity, and his just overall ignorance to see situations for what they really are. Because his naivety has prevented him from having actual normal conception to human thoughts. A regular human being would not say to somebody with suicidal thoughts that it is their own fault. No matter the context, nobody would say that if they have a normal functioning brain. But the thing is, the controversy in 2012 did not end there. But the snowball effect really began to take place. And with people realizing that he was a bad person and the snowball effect of people leaving his channel began, something massive happened on YouTube. People started making videos on Onision. It's a common trend on this website for commentators and general vloggers to have made a video at least once on Onision. Even some of your favourite creators have most certainly spoken about him in the past, in the present, and they might even do it in the future. And that's mainly because a lot of people on this website just don't like him and like the actions he partakes in. And in the year of 2013, Onision continued to make vulgar comments towards people and towards certain situations and have in general opinions that the majority of people did not like. So people began to make videos on him and people began to expose him. And then the years of 2015 and 2016 came along where YouTubers such as Pyrocynical, Leafy is Here were all making videos on this guy and exposing him for the bad shit that he has done in the past. Now some people were in general just roasting Onision, but it did definitely damage his channel. Because despite a lot of these videos just being roast videos, what they were actually doing was spreading negative messages about him in a form of, in general, hate bandwagon. Now I don't usually like hate bandwagons being made towards other YouTubers for minor mistakes they've made in the past, but with Onision, I can see it as kind of justified. Now I don't want you to go and hate on this guy's YouTube channel because I don't think that will achieve anything. I just want you to listen to me and just pretty much not go to this guy's channel. Don't give him any attention. Don't go there. I'm basically saying just stay away. Now with more and more commentators making videos on Onision, he gradually began to lose subscribers and lose popularity. But in the year of 2016, Onision did something that in my eyes completely changed his YouTube channel. On the 10th of June 2016, YouTuber Christina Grimmie was murdered, and this was probably one of the darkest days in the history of YouTube. We lost somebody who was incredibly talented, somebody who genuinely blessed the website, and it was such a fucking sad day. I remember it. I remember everyone was leaving their condolences, their respects, because it was something that shocked everyone. Even people outside of YouTube were shocked. But despite the tragedy and despite how horrific the situation was, Onision had to get involved, and he basically made tweets of where he criticised people who were praying for Christina Grimmie and saying that God has no part in it. And then he went on to attack YouTubers who were apparently faking sympathy for attention. He made tweets such as you die, everyone dies, and this shit is just completely messed up, regardless of if it was years ago, regardless if it was now. It's something that I genuinely struggle to forgive. Regardless of your thoughts on religion, you don't do this when somebody loses their life and people are paying their condolences towards them and towards their family. You just leave it alone and you pay your respects. But Onision couldn't do that. There were a lot of videos made on Onision before the situation, but after it, hundreds and hundreds of videos, if not thousands, were made on him, such as the Onision rant by Leafy, and just in general a load of other commentators. Onision at this point was known for being a bellend, but I just think in this situation, he took it way too far. It was just something that was so bad, everyone had to give their piece on. Now don't get me wrong, I am a big advocate of freedom of speech. I personally believe you should be able to say absolutely anything. For example, if you want to go in the comment section right now and say, "Nabber, you look like a sweaty old fucking truck driver with that hat on," I completely understand. I'm just wearing it because I'm a bit hot, to be honest. But the thing is, there is a thing called consequence of action. And if you say something that is going to offend or upset somebody, there's a good chance you are going to face the consequences. And Onision most definitely did face these consequences. Onision lost the respect of the people. He lost all his credibility that was remaining. And in general, when your channel is dying and you've lost a lot already, this would really affect you. And it did affect him. It affected him so badly, he lost thousands of subscribers that month. 2016 was most definitely not a good year for Onision. There were so many videos made on him, it was crazy. His disgusting comments constantly got him in trouble, and he was also exposed for asking to lock his ex-girlfriend up in his basement as a punishment. Yeah, I don't think I can really brush over that. It was a very sensitive moment in the history of Onision's channel. Basically, the situation spurred from Onision's relationship. He was in a polyamorous relationship with somebody called Billy Dawn Webb. And in this relationship, they had a contract, a relationship contract. This was a genuine thing. It's all online if you want to see it, and genuinely, it's pretty fucking hilarious, but at the same time, extremely creepy. And in this creepy relationship contract, it did state that if Billy, Onision's girlfriend, broke any US laws, she would face serious repercussions. And what do you know, she broke the law. And after this, Onision pretty much attempted to ruin her life by harassing her and leaking private information about her, all because she smoked cannabis for medicinal reasons. And that minor issue basically led to her releasing this video complaining about Onision.
And yes, I committed a crime a couple times in my life. you're right, I smoked weed because it is used as a medicine for the disorders that I have, and it is the safest option that I have. And you know, every once in a while I want to calm down from my panic attacks and my BPD and my anxiety. Yeah, like, it's helpful to me. And I never agreed to not smoke weed. Like, I didn't do that. I have never promised you anything, really, but I have asked you to leave me alone and to stop. I will take action. I will get a restraining order against you if you do not leave me out of your drama. I'm done with this. Cease and desist. I feel uncomfortable. Do not continue to use my name or my information in your videos, on your Twitter, Instagram. Do not contact me again. I'm trying to be as clear as I can so nobody is confused that I am not okay with this. Please leave me alone.
As you can see in this video, she was very upset and very uncomfortable because of Onision'S behaviour. He harassed her and basically tried to ruin her life. Someone who suffers with mental health issues, but nope, Onision could not take that into context because he is that naive and that ignorant and that cruel. And this video basically led to the basement situation that I previously mentioned. After this video, Onision continued to release details about her and talk about her in videos, so she decided to leak the messages between them. These messages that I'm now showing to you guys are very famous. They're between her and Onision, and you can clearly see one of the messages states, "Be chained to our basement for a week with a sign around your neck that says, I'm sorry for lying." He wanted her to do that purely because she decided to smoke cannabis for medicinal reasons to help her with her mental health issues. This is a guy with millions of subscribers. This guy is absolutely batshit crazy. And it's no coincidence to me whatsoever that this was the moment that Onision started to decline in subscribers. People began to leave his channels and he eventually ended up going negative every single month. And I genuinely believe people began to leave because they sussed out how fake this guy is, how horrible he is, and how much they just in general can't relate to this man anymore. At the humble beginnings of Onision'S channel, he came off as a funny guy, someone who was kind of relatable, but at this point in the year of 2016, he just seemed to be becoming the Joker of YouTube. And nobody wants that. Nobody wants this content that he's putting out. People come to this site for entertainment, not disgusting actions and harassment. And this is exactly why he did not gain a single subscriber in 2017. Drama on YouTube is absolutely fine. People like KSI are known for drama and controversy, but drama with Onision is completely different to drama with KSI or Keemstar, because Onision has pretty much reinvented the word controversy. And it's not like since 2016 he's decided to stop because he's realised his channel's taken a hit from this. No, he's just gotten worse. In 2018, Onision has gone on full-scale controversy where he spent an entire year calling other YouTubers paedophiles. The main one he's accused is Shane Dawson, Onision'S ex-friend. He's made 40-minute videos accusing Shane of basically being a paedophile, and honestly, I don't really want to go into much detail about this because I think I've spoken about it plenty now. I'm not being lazy when I say that. I have made videos about the full context of these situations, but basically, Onision went on a campaign of where he said slanderous things like this.
I personally know that Shane is a creep. I know he's a creep. On a core level, I know he's a creep. I've seen his history of how he acts with children, how close he gets to children all the time, how uncomfortable it is consistently. Like, I don't know how other people don't see it, but they're teenage girls, so of course they think it's fine.
And as terrible as what he just said is, he went on to do the exact same thing with PewDiePie. He made tweets about this. He even sent emails to Shane Dawson, which resulted in him being threatened to be sued. And then it eventually evolved in one of my own subscribers actually exposing Onision for lying about the entire thing.
Why don't you ring the authorities then if you are genuinely concerned? If you're genuinely concerned, Greg. I'm being legitimate here. If you're really concerned about children's welfare around Shane Dawson, report it. Do it live. I want to see you on the phone live.
It's okay. So
Why?
let me reverse this on you. First of all, didn't say any laws were broken. I already said that to you, but you are blatantly.
But if you're worried about a child being in danger by Shane Dawson, which you have said that you worry about children around him, then wouldn't you want to contact the authorities about that?
I
Just
have to
saying.
wait for him to actually clearly break a law.
Why do you have to wait for him? Why do you have to wait for him? What are you waiting for?
Because I don't want to waste police's time with false accusations.
He didn't want to waste the police's time with false accusations. So what he's doing here is pretty much admitting to lying. And this is a perfect example to why Onision's channel died. He went on an 8-month campaign pushing a narrative that 2 massive YouTubers are pedophiles, when obviously they're not pedophiles at all, and he even admitted to lying. The accusations he made towards Shane Dawson just turned out to be spite towards an old friend who's done better than him in his career, and you can see that from the amount of videos he's made hating on Shane, mocking him for his weight, and just in general mocking him for who he is. It shows how fake he is, how bad of a person he is, how cruel he is, and how far he's willing to go to ruin somebody else's career. And this is exactly why Onision's channel died. In my opinion, he is one of the worst people on the entire website who is willing to do absolutely anything to be proven right, and all of this really does show it. From hating people for eating meat, from mocking abuse victims to false allegations of paedophilia out of spite, this man is no longer loved by absolutely anyone on this platform, and I don't think anyone wants him here anymore. In conclusion, I don't believe that Onision has a place on this website now or in the future, mainly because he's pushed false narratives, he's lied about people, he's harassed people, he's leaked private information, and he has just broken the rules of this website so many times, and it is just absolutely hilarious to see how much his channel is falling. There are more things I didn't cover about this man, but I just wanted to show you guys the main reasons. I left out him rating underage people, I left out him killing a tortoise, but if you want to read about that, it is all online. Hopefully this is the last video I'll ever make on Onision. I wanted to have one big one, just one final one, to really show how his channel died. And I know a lot of people do say on this website it's bad to laugh at people for their failures, but with Onision, I really can't help it. It's just really funny. But I would love to know your guys' thoughts on Onision's channel and why it died. Is there any other reasons I missed out? Are there any personal reasons you have? Give me your thoughts in the comment section, and you can also let me know your thoughts at Twitter at iNabberTV, and you can also let me know your thoughts at Instagram at iNabber. But before I end the video, I do want to thank my Patreons. Big thanks to Alice, Anna, Arista, Bugger Badger, Charmskull, Creepypasta Rob, Cubes and Cyber, Diggy Dino, Evelyn Henry, Anochi J, Jessica, Catherine, Candidi, Leslie, Logan, Lisa, Majestic, Michaela, Mary, Maya, Mel, Michael, Michelle, O'Reilly, Rachel, Regan, Rockstar, Sadie, Scrubby, Celestina, Sophie, Speedy Bird, Tristan, Uncle Did, Zerfar, Zombie Tonji, In My Shoes, and Joe. Thank you so much for paying to the Patreon. It genuinely has helped me out so much. I'm sorry for being away for so long. I'm sorry if this wasn't the best of videos. I'm really out of the zone right now. I tried to record this video so many times, so I really do appreciate any support on it. I promise I will get back to regular uploads as soon as possible. Don't forget to drop a like, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.